So the admins just dropped this huge patch note post on the forums, which goes over a lot of new changes, features, and new content. Let's go over it together and let's see all the new leaks. First, Skyblock will become compatible with all the newer versions, adding way more content to the game as there are new features in every Minecraft update. This means we can get new custom items and gameplay aspects added by the admins that are not possible in older versions. Not to worry about the new versions, the old ones will still be compatible with the game, but if you want to access the new content, you will need to use the latest Minecraft release. For example, there were plans to make a fishing island named the Abyss for the first fishing update based on an atoll. Here's how a real atoll looks like. Because of the limits of the old Minecraft versions, the new swimming mechanics, blocks, fishes, and particles don't exist, making this really difficult and even almost impossible to create. And because of this, the admins completely gave up on making the Abyss. And now, they want to use the newer version features for Skyblock, and as such, the new Foraging island will be locked behind the latest version requirement. This change makes it possible for the admins to innovate on the game even more. Here are some new leaked pictures of the new Foraging island. They look amazing with the new Minecraft version. There are some really interesting leaks about the Foraging update. There will be new trees added into the game. We currently don't know what they're called, but I presume it's going to be the nether trees from vanilla Minecraft. There's a new mechanic called sweep that controls how many logs you can break in one hit of your axe. For example, the jungle axe will have sweep 9 by default, and the Treecapitator will have 35 sweep. Even with that, some tree types are more resistant and will not break in one hit, even with 35 sweep. There are some new mobs, no particular info on them yet, but there are peaceful and hostile ones that you can encounter on the Foraging island. The peaceful creatures are called critters. They can be collected and combined or merged to grant you different abilities in Foraging's own heart of the mountain. And we don't have to worry about players hitting our trees before us, and we might even want more players to help us breaking down a tree. This sounds really interesting, but we don't know how the system will work. I'm really happy that they're gonna finally fix this issue. Now, let's talk about the Rift update. You will need Skyblock level 10 in order to unlock it. Hypixel released a new trailer for the Rift update today, showcasing a bunch of new features. I'll quickly summarize it for you, as most of the stuff is really hard to spot because the trailer is so short. But keep in mind that most of this is just my thoughts. There are no official posts explaining the trailer yet. You can now use zip lines and water ski around the new dimension. I would love to try these out on the main server. There are a bunch of new mobs, including this slime atrocity. Reminds me a lot of the Dante event. To continue this Dante Fury, there is a cloaked man in the wizard tower. You can spot him at the mayor elections as well. It could be Barry or Dante, we can't know for sure. Besides that, we have another slime mob, some floating heads, maybe ghosts, and 2 more mobs, one which looks like a vampire and another one which is invisible. I can't believe I'm saying this, but is Hypixel Skyblock turning into a narcotics business? There's a suspiciously dressed person in a hazmat suit. The admins have added Heisenberg into the game. Superman is quite hidden in the trailer, visible for a second or so. Is he a new mob or is he just a new quest NPC? To show you some more weird stuff, here's a house full of cakes. We don't know why this exists, it's just there. Also, the balloons leaked by Minikloon a while back on Twitter are here. Hopefully it has to do something with the cake house. With all of that explained, let me show you the other new features coming on the latest Minecraft versions on Skyblock. These aren't released yet, but they are being worked on as we speak. There's a new Skyblock escape menu concept. If you're using the latest version, this will pop up instead of the default Minecraft screen. Gotta say that it looks good. There are 2 new main menu concepts that look like this. They actually look really good compared to the classic Minecraft one. And here's a new concept for the crafting table menu. I really like how they added the 3D blocks in there. The admins have been also testing out custom textures and 3D models for items. Here's how a 3D stone sword would look if it was custom made for Skyblock. NPCs will have new GUIs for dialogue. For example, here's how the Jerry's introduction to Skyblock would have looked with the latest version of the game. You're probably really curious about the release dates on all these features, but I can't give you one and neither can the admins. There's a lot of work involved to make this. Please be patient and it will come eventually. As for my guesses, the Rift update is really close, as they already made it public with the trailer. I'd say it's coming in the following week or so. The Foraging update is currently in development, it's still a long way from being released. This is it for today's Skyblock update info. If you're interested, I have another video for you to watch. It's all about the new Melon King D full AFK all crop farm design. This tutorial will teach you how to build it. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day.